Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Lisa Luciard here from Arizona. I want to say we are so grateful. We have our magnificent Olympiads doing such a beautiful job for America and all around the world. And we are so grateful that we still have these beautiful games, the Olympic Games, that we could express the beauty of humanity in all their talents. And I have to mention that I apologize for humanity itself, the way they presented the presentation, that it was so woke and it had undertones of taking down God's history with humanity. But we know God always lives, and God is bigger than that. We have to forgive and we have to go on, and we have the power and strength of God in us to bring peace, to bring love, to bring justice. We need to come together in truth, in reconciliation, and we need to realize it is wrong, and we need to tell our children and those, it's terrible what they did, but we need to go on and know that God is bigger, and through God's power in the people and the tenderness, we could forgive and go on. But we are so grateful that the Olympians won. Many have won in America. The beautiful job that they have done. They've worked so hard, and that's the way our legacy has done all these years. Our legacy in America, our original legacy, they worked blood, sweat, and tears. And today people work blood, sweat, and tears. And now they work blood, sweat, and tears this very moment in the future, in the very future. And that's why we need to vote in freedom, safety. And I see that they're coming together now, the black community and the women and the Democratic community. They're saying that that Kamala, they see the truth about Kamala. We're not pointing fingers, we're just saying the truth. What she did is that the open borders, there's ISIS now, and there's nuclear warfare, there's criminals, many criminals, millions of immigrants have come in, and we have homeless, we have the children to take care of, we have inner cities to take care of, and they overlook that, and that's odd, correct? Being democratic, you would think that they would want to fix the inner cities and help the homeless, but no, they put all the homeless to the side, all the children, and also Schedule 25. They made many lies about that. Look it up. It's on my LinkedIn. It's on my Facebook. Lisa Luciard. There's a beautiful man said that they lied about the representation of America. That he used that word about what Kamala and Biden have done. And I already said that. I said that you have to check all the documents, because in the documents there'll be fabrications, there'll be lies for the people of America, and there'll be injustices. But the borders, I've already said initially, right when we found out the same day that she wanted to, that they voted her in to be a candidate of president, only a candidate, and that's all she's going to get, because now everyone sees that she, out of all the time of the worst history of our nation, the worst thing that Biden, Kamala, and their team is to open borders. It's geopolitical powers now. It's a very serious. And there's ISIS there's the China offices. I already told you that are offices of China that are there set up. And that could be from the EMFs. You never know who's putting all those EMFs against us, all the biowarfare in our body. And also they could poison us. They want to buy CCP land, that they're trying to buy land in different areas and grow marijuana. There's marijuana in Northern California that is illegal. There's a lot of abuse and human trafficking in that area, and they own Chinese and the cartels own more than 95% of all marijuana fields now, and they're illegal. They should be destroyed. They're illegal. And how do you know the way they're preparing them? So there's the immigrants that have come in, that one of every 4 are going to be abused. And that is terrible. That's terrible. They don't have any other choice, because they need money, they need food, they need water. They came here. Some were forced, some came. And the others, many thousands and thousands of criminals that have come in. And just like the man said, they get their foot in and start crimes. There's many crimes throughout all states now, and very serious. And there's also nuclear. They also have nuclear uranium that they brought with them. They'll find it. They only had to make a handful of uranium, by the way, for Iran. to make a warhead. That's what they were preparing. But people don't talk about this. Israel is the one that took down and obsoleted, killed the head guy of Iran that was making the uranium for the nuclear power. And so Israel is protecting the whole world. Israel is protecting the whole world and also America from Iran. And Iran is now is supplied by secret people also. And Iran wants to take down parts of Europe and America. And I don't understand why. Just like, why would they even vote in Kamala? Kamala will sell you. She sold America by opening the borders, by not making the oil. I already went through all these things that she didn't do. She opened the borders. We're in the most dangerous part of history. It's the geopolitical powers now. Anybody could come in. You should never leave your children 50 feet away from your house so that they could run back. It's very, very serious. Then I told you the oil wells were all closed, the highest inflation, the manufacturing and small manufacturing hasn't gone fast enough, the woke systems, the children, schools, the vaccinations, they haven't gotten to the pharmaceutical companies, because we know the pharmaceutical companies, that was the medicine for 20 years, they used the people. They made $100 billion on vaccinations, and 20 to 40 people became billionaires in Pfizer. Look that up. They're not going after them or anything. This is terrible. They also, many things they have done to us. They don't know how to settle international laws for to stop war. Lisa Luciarden is the one. I've been doing a lot of mediation. You can see I'm the one that said to get all the Muslims, beautiful Muslims together, and because they're old school, to get them all together and everyone take the Palestinians out, but they didn't do it. I asked that in the first place. That's how they've having these big events. And then on July the 26th, they just had a big event in UN about to stop the war. But it also stopped the war for Putin and Hurricane. We're responsible for all this. Do you know that Russia, we're fighting the war for, we're fighting actually Russia to protect Russia from USA, and also Iran from USA, and people are fighting for us, but we're paying them. This is terrible. You have to understand. And who let them in? Who let the borders in? Who didn't know how to negotiate? Because guess what? Putin wanted to negotiate in 2023. He wanted to negotiate. And there can be negotiations, I believe, with Hezbollah and Hamas. And Hezbollah just killed hundreds and hundreds of people. Of the children died, and 11 died. In Hezbollah, Israelis in northern Gaza area. This is very serious. That's today. This is very serious. Iran wants to kill you, protesters and young adults, blacks that want to vote Democrats. My beautiful black friends. Those are my black friends. I went to school with them. I sing, actually. I have a black tone. It's a very, those are my friends. But they need to realize that a black man that was a specialist consultant, also like me, he similar. He does other things also. He happens to be black, but he was Democrat. Look him up. Look him up. His legs lay brown. It's right there. I put it on LinkedIn in my Facebook, Lisa Luciarden. So Democrats, beautiful black people, my friends, my brothers and sisters, and we all have to work for America. I'm Italian. We came and we worked in the Industrial Revolution and the produce. And then also, each one of them, the blacks worked as slaves in the area of the plantation, and they've come